What's going on, guys? Back again for another episode. This one is not going to take place on Lake Okeechobee. This one's actually going to take place in my in-laws' backyard. Those of you that have been following my channel for a little while now might remember I used to have a pond that I used to feed all the fish in and have all the slow motion footage of catching the bass with my hands and all that. That was in back of my in-laws' house. Me and Breezy were staying with them for a while our house was being finished, and obviously since now it's finished, we're not there anymore, and I haven't really played around with the pond at all in probably close to a year. And just the other day we were over there for dinner. I walked out back to throw some bread in there and didn't see too many bluegill. We had about 400 bluegill we had put in there over the course of about a year and a half, and it was loaded with bluegill, loaded with bass, and the pond really kind of looked dead, and I wasn't really sure why. When I threw the bread in, what I noticed was there are what looked to be hundreds of Mayan cichlids. And for those of you that don't know what a Mayan cichlid is, it's a very close relative of the peacock bass, but more in like a bluegill form, and they're just 20 times more aggressive than any other sunfish, far more aggressive than a bluegill. They do have small teeth. They multiply like crazy, and we never remember putting one in there, but they are in every waterway down here in South Florida anymore. Extremely invasive, and I think one, two maybe got in there or something. The bird might have dropped some in there. I'm not sure what happened, but they have just invaded this pond. I couldn't believe how many there were. I don't even remember what's all in there. I know I put some peacock bass and stuff like that in there at one point. I don't know if there's any of them in there anymore. I don't know, but I definitely want to get those Mayan cichlids out of there. The plus side is, one, I hear they're very good eating. I don't eat them, but I know plenty of people here in town that do, so I'm going to go over there and just try to pillage these things and catch as many as I can and put them in a cooler to give some people. The other plus side to them is they fight extremely well, especially on light tackle. They're basically, if you took a peacock and crammed them into a bluegill sized fish, that's what happens. So I've got my ultralight here, 4-pound braid, 6-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I've got a whole loaf of bread, some hooks. I have my whole microlight box, but I think I left it in Breezy's truck, so I don't have my whole tackle box, but all I need is some hooks and some bread. And I brought a little jerk bait just in case I want to see if there's some peacock bass in there also. So I got you strapped here to the golf cart. We're going to fire it up. We're going to run down there. We've got a cooler loaded on the back, and I don't know, figured it'd be something you guys want to watch. I don't know. These fish are available to everybody, really anywhere down here in South Florida. Any canal system, anything like that, chances are they have them. They've been everywhere since I can remember, since I was 6 years old. But they will put a herding on any sunfish population, and even baby bass populations. They are extremely aggressive. Like I said, no other fish can compete for food against these things. So definitely want to check their numbers and get them out of this pond. So here we go. All right, we got the cooler, as you can see. We got the bread. Let's see what happens. So that didn't take long. That is a Mayan cichlid. A lot of you watching this probably know what this is and everything, but those of you from out of town, golly. You see just a real crazy looking fish, got that spot on the tail like a peacock. A peacock bass is actually a cichlid, it's not actually a bass. A lot of people don't know that, but super cool. They fight hard, they're fun. One down, 200 to go. They are a pretty cool looking fish. Gotta kind of work fast here. Looks like we might get some weather. Those of you guys that love bluegill fishing and pan fishing, these are awesome because they pull like crazy. There's no limit on them. That's the other thing. And they're just super fun to catch. Now, I could come out here and just cane pole these, but that'd be no fun. Three. Just a cooler lid would stay open. That's a bluegill. There's a catfish down there. Bluegill. It's another reason why you got to fish such light line, because these ones in here are pretty smart. Oh, he's got me down at the stuff. Got him. Not a real big one. See if you can see them teeth in there. Got to keep my rod low because there's that cable out there. Another one. What I should do is just take my barbs off of these hooks, but that's a good one there. Now remember, that I can remember, I never put one of these in here. There were none of these in here. We moved in December, it's October. And you can see, I mean, there's just, who knows how many are in here. We haven't even moved. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, something huge just blew up. Way the heck out there. Oh, I've got something. It's got me in something. I don't know what I got. Oh, I'm around this cable. Oh God, all right, hold on, bear with me. Come on. Oh, I got him. My line's all frayed up, basically. Oh no, but yeah. Line's all chafed up. I got him. Oh, I got something on it. Oh God, real malfunction. Whoa. No idea what we got here. This is a cichlid. This is a... Jeez. I don't know what we got. I've put red-eared sunfish in here. I've put peacocks in here. Giant cichlid. That one looks like he's gut hooked. Oof, all over it already. There's a really good sized one like right here somewhere. This might be him. Talking about them like they're game fish or something. That's him. Old. Good one. I'm a size 11. I mean, they're as big as my croc. Bluegill? Not a bluegill. Look at that. Must have broke him off the other night. All right, just to switch it up a little bit. Brought the cooler over here to load these guys up. And then I'm gonna throw this little guy and see if there's any peacocks, largemouth, anything like that that want to play. I don't want to bore you guys to death. I probably won't show any more cichlid catches until the end. I'll probably just catch them, throw them in here, and then at the end I'll give you a grand tally. My father-in-law is gonna be like, what the hell? I tell him all these came out of his pond. I don't know how many's in there, but there's a good amount. All right, so we got this little stick bait here. Gonna toss this around and see if we can catch a peacock or something a little different. I put a few peacocks in here this past spring that I caught in the Everglades because I'm curious to see if they'll make it through the winter time. You know, as far north as we are here, we don't have peacocks because they usually can't sustain, because it does get a few degrees colder and the water temperature typically drops a few degrees colder than down in the Everglades every year. Well, my father-in-law, when he dug this little pond, he dug it very deep, so they might be able to get down and get out of that real cold and make it, but I figure we'll just see if we can catch a peacock or two. I wasn't sure if they were going to make it in here, but let's see. Whoa. Look at that. Just as cool. Now I know I've never put a bass this small in here, so that means our bass are spawning. Ooh, that looked like a peacock. Oh yeah. Peacock. Gotten real dark to match this water here. But he's healthy. A little skinny. But he's making it. That's so cool. Don't know what I got. If it's a big peacock or a big largemouth. Nice largemouth. Holy crap, that bite was crazy. Am I recording? I am. Oh, of course I got him in the dang eye. No. That guy's nice enough. That's good to see. Awesome. He was fun on that light rod. Choked it. It's a peacock bass though. Palm Beach County. All right, well that's gonna do it for this one. I don't know how many of these things we caught. Definitely over 30, probably closer to 40 in there. I don't know, there's a lot. My hands just hurt from taking them off, so I'm done. We caught some peacocks, caught some largemouth, all on 4-pound tests, so super fun. Just thought you guys might like to see a little bit of, I don't know, some exotic species or so, trying to switch it up, even though it is in a stocked pond. You guys get the idea. We have tons of waterways around here that have the Oscars, the cichlids, and stuff like I mentioned before. If you guys are interested in doing a trip for them on ultralight tackle, that's typically a spring, summertime thing. It's kind of coming to an end, but if you guys had questions about it, I could let you know the best dates and times to come down to do so. And like I said, they are good eating and there's no limits on them, so that's always good. But anyway, I'm gonna take these guys home, ice them down, and I'm gonna try and get inside before this weather sets in, because it's right on the fringe of the property now. So I gotta let this little golf cart eat, get back to the house. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe. If you have any questions about trips, feel free to text me, call me. A lot of people email me. I am horrible about email. There's no problem if you do email me, but it might take me a week to get back to you. But I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.